Hello each and everyone, the one who is watching my video. Welcome to Global Online Marathi. Hope all are doing good. In today's lecture, we will discuss about Commerce Paper 2 Unit number 1, that is Business Environment and International Business, under which there is one subtopic, that is Barrier to International Trade. In today's lecture, we will discuss about scope and coverage of custom law and different type of barriers to the international trade. This video will help you to clear your doubt about a barrier to the international trade or a scope and a coverage of the custom law. So please watch this video, and if you have any doubt after watching this, please write in the comment box so that I will try to answer that question. Okay? And one more important thing I want to tell you that every day at 6 I will be uploading my video on the Global Online Marathi. So do watch my video to clear your exam. Before going ahead, I want to tell you that we the Global Online University is offering course for Commerce Paper 2, in which we are providing you full syllabus notes of all the 10 units, not only in English, but we are providing these notes even in Marathi. 10 full syllabus test series covering 10,000 MCQ with the detailed solution. Previous year question from year 2015 to 2020 covering 1000 MCQ with the detailed solution. Full syllabus video lectures, plus we are adding you in the WhatsApp group where you can discuss all the things about the paper 2. Plus we are also providing you course for the paper 1. We are providing this course for just rupees 5,000. Students, Global Online University is offering course for Geography, Economics, Social Work, Management, English, Hindi and the Law, in which we are providing you theory plus MCQ. Students, we have also started registration for 2022 courses. So do join our courses. To join, please contact on given number, or you can also download our app where you can get all the detail to join. Don't wait for the last moment, hurry up. Now let's start with the today's lecture. Scope and coverage of custom law, under which the first point is the Custom Act 1962. Here please remember the year 1962 because you may receive the question like match the following, where they can give you the different name of the act and the second column can be the years. So please remember the year. Okay. The main or a prime act on the import-export is the Custom Act 1962. Okay. The Custom Act most is a crucial act that provides for the implementation and a collection of a duty on a good imported and exported in the country, on which good the tax will be imposed and on which good the tax will not impose, as all these things are given in the Custom Act. This act also deals with the import and export procedure, prohibition on the importation and exportation of a good, which good can be brought and which cannot be brought, penalties, offences, if you are doing any mistake, then which type of a penalty can be imposed on you. All these things are given in the Custom Act 1962. The second point here is Custom Tariff Act 1975. Whenever we import the product from the outside country, we have to impose or we have to pay the import duty tax. This import duty tax I explained you in my yesterday class. If you don't know the meaning of import duty tax or when we are paying this tax, please watch my yesterday lecture. You will understand all the basic thing about this. Okay. Whenever we are importing some product, we have to pay import duty tax. But on which amount this import duty tax we have to pay? All these things are given in under the Custom Tariff Act 1975, and there are two schedules, Schedule 1 and Schedule 2, which you can see here. I have written this, Schedule 1 and Schedule 2. Under Schedule 1, this Schedule 1 deals with the import. Whenever any product get imported from the outside country, for example, if I am importing any product from the USA or from the Sri Lanka or from any outside country, I have to pay the import duty tax, right? and how much tax I have to pay is all these things are given under Schedule 1. So Schedule 1 deal with only the import thing or a import product. And the Schedule 2 deal with the export product or a export charges which is we are going to pay is given under Schedule 2. If during exam any question you receive on the Custom Tariff Act, then please remember the year, that is 1975. And what is there in the Tariff Act? Under Tariff Act, all the tariff rate are given which is levied on the import and the export, and there are two schedules, Schedule 1 and a Schedule 2. Schedule 1 is for the imported product and a Schedule 2 is the for the exported product. Okay. In addition to these two schedules, the Custom Tariff Act make a provision for the duty like a additional duty, special duty, anti-dumping duty, protective duty. All these things are given under Tariff Act 1975. So the Custom Act of 1962 regulates the levy of a duty on a custom on which good tax will be imposed and on which good. All these things are given under Custom Act 1962, and how much rate we have to pay is given under Custom Tariff Act 1975. Okay. The Custom Tariff Act 1975 fixed the rate of taxes. This is the Custom Tariff Act 1975 and Custom Act 1962. The third point here is Foreign Trade Development and Regulation Act 1992. FTP is given under FTDR, that is Foreign Trade Development and Regulation Act 1992. In this act, they told us how we can develop foreign trade. For this, some provisions are given which are provided under Foreign Trade Development and Regulation Act 1992. Government issued a foreign trade policy for the 5 year to regulate a foreign trade, and this policy come under the Foreign Trade Development and Regulation Act. Please remember the year 1992. What are the barriers to the international trade? So there are three barriers, that is natural barrier, tariff barrier and non-tariff barrier. International trade is carried out by business and government, means by business houses and also by the government, as long as one not put the trade barrier. This business is continue as long as the tax is not levied or any barrier is not put on the business, right? It means trade barrier keep a firm for selling one another in the foreign market. The major obstacle or a major barrier of the international trade are given in the slide. You can read here, that is natural barrier, tariff barrier and non-tariff barrier. The tariff barrier is again divided into the 4 different parts. So now what are these 4 different parts? The first one is on the basis of origin, under which the export duty and import duty is covered. The second point under the tariff barrier is on the basis of qualification. The tariff is divided on the basis of the qualification, under which there are again 3 points, that is specific duty, ad valorem duty and compound duty. The third point of tariff barrier is on the basis of relation. Again the tariff is divided on the basis of the relation, for which again there is 2 points, that is single column and the double column. And the last point under the tariff barrier will be the on the basis of purpose, under which there is revenue tariff, protective tariff, anti-dumping tariff and countervailing. Okay. The third type of barrier is non-tariff barrier. Again this non-tariff barrier is divided into 8 different barrier or 8 different parts. Under non-tariff barrier there are 8 different points. The first is quota system. Okay. The second one will be the product standard. The third is domestic content requirement. Fourth will be product labeling. Then is packaging requirement. Then is consular formalities. Then is foreign exchange regulation. And last one is other non-tariff barrier. All these barrier I will explain you in detail for my next lecture. Till then, keep watching, keep studying.